Alright everyone, now that I am done flying around the soulmate cycle zodiac with my December readings, all 12 in 3 days, not too bad, not too shabby. Let's do ourselves a little stEE-Harmony. Let's have a little singles read here for my divine feminines and see what's coming in for them maybe outside the soulmate cycle. It being the holiday season and all, maybe there's some parties you're going to, I don't know. Well, let's find out. Very interesting card at the bottom of the deck there from my pre-shuffle. Well, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. And that's very true for these readings. This is not part of the soulmate cycle. In the soulmate cycle, you're all part of a cycle. All right? And here you're your own cycle. Your menses are not synced here. Okay? You're not synced. You're not with everybody else in a cycle. You're all your own little snowflake. So some of these stEE-Harmony readings will resonate with you and some of them won't. Okay, that's the way a singles reading works. That's the only way it's going to work. And that's why mine aren't too shabby. But a lot of them suck. I've done my best with them. They're tricky to pull on. These are usually something you do in a personal reading, not something you do general reading. It's tough to do general readings when everybody's their own cycle. You know, general readings only work within a cycle. So I'm doing my best for you here. So if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Try another one. Or wait for another one. But either way, I thought this would be fun to do. It's timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. The sun. Bottom of the deck in my... What's the energies around the divine feminine right now? And back in the quickie days, I used to say I'm banging the divine feminine tonight. I love that. That was bragging rights right there. No friend I had could top that. Okay, yep, you got me there. You banged the divine feminine. Some of you are doing some banging. You're banging yourself. It's part of the energy around the sun card there. Some of you are partaking in some self-love. That's fine. That's great. I feel that energy there. It's terrific. I feel the energy of 12,000 vibrators lighting up all at once. It's like a Chevy small block 400 with a Holly 1050 on it when they all go off at once. Jesus, it's massive. But hey, have fun. Knock yourself out. But I think you got other things to look forward to. With the sun here, the other energy around that, take a look at old Summer's Eve here. That's what I call her. Summer's Eve. Smelling fresh. Yes, she is. She's happy about it too. The sun illuminates everything. Some of you, a lot of you, if not all of you, need some perspective. Alright, just a little tweak on your perspective. And you'll see that things are pretty good. Not bad. Right here, you got a chance at a whole new foundation, building a whole new foundation for yourself. Now again, we're outside your soulmate cycle. I'm not saying your soulmate won't come in, but you shouldn't be waiting for anybody, and especially that fuckwit who's run from you and all kinds of stuff like that. I mean, come on now. Let the turkey finish cooking. Build your foundation. Let the sun illuminate things. Take a look around when it does. A lot of people never do. You know, they miss everything. Yeah, you're in some pain. 3 of Swords. Kurt Cobain in pain. You are. You're in some pain. I bet you are. It's okay. I'm not going to be some asshole and tell you you shouldn't be. No, you should be. Feel the pain. Push through it. Feel it. Let it flow through you. You'll learn from it. It's important to be if you weren't in pain. I'd be like, but I think you were a robot if you weren't in pain. But don't let that pain hold you back. 4 of Pentacles. Because that pain can be the birthing ground, a proofing ground, or whatever ground, the ground floor for fear. And that can hold you back because you might turn into your own divine masculine. You might turn into the Burger King. And the reason they ran from you was they were afraid of the feeling. Oh, I've been hurt before. I'm not going to do this again. That kind of thing. No. Get you some perspective. And I'll tell you why perspective keeps coming up in a second. You on that? Your intuition knows, your higher self knows that you're the shit. Okay? Your higher self knows you're the shit. Right there. And you are. You've got Ace of Pentacles. You've got something big coming in for you if you can change your perspective a little bit. You got a King of Pentacles right there you can attract. You got all kinds of things coming in for you. Right? You're going to slow them down. You know, you're going to slow them down a little bit if you're not careful. That Knight of Pentacles is way in. He's past where I would go in the under the deck. It's fuzzy energy here. But don't slow things down. Don't waste time with nonsense. I've got nothing but in your future a Ace of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles. Us two beautiful energies there. They're very. It takes a while. It takes a while, but your higher self knows exactly that you're the shit. Don't let pain hold you back. And the sun right there. I got every time I pull on the Divine Feminine, this is what I get. I get Summer's Eve here. Fucking douche commercial. I get it every fucking time. It's some serious shit. It's the sun. The first card in the pre-shuffle, when I talk to the universe, the first card it gives me is really the most powerful in the whole stack. And that's amazing. You got nothing but good things, but you got to get some perspective on it. It's okay to feel the pain, just don't let the pain hold you back. All right, let's see where we go. Let's see what energies are around the Divine Feminine here outside the soulmate cycle. Let's pull a little reading. I won't turn this into, it's been a long week here so far, and I won't turn this into a 2-hour video. But let's see. I don't know if I need to split the energies or not yet. We'll just see when I finish shuffling here. All right, let's go. Give me a reading here, universe. The card before the cut, I am going to need to cut. The card before the cut is, why the fuck are we here? We're here because you're the shit. This is Minor Arcana Empress energy. 9 of Pentacles. But Minor Arcana Empress energy, why do I say that? Well, I say it because it's up to you. It's about your perspective. I felt that in the energy. That's why I said I'll tell you more about perspective later. I knew fucking coming back up. It is. Some of you are looking at things all wrong. Maybe, doubting your doubt. Oh, Jesus, doubt. Don't doubt. No. You gotta know you're the shit. You are the shit. I wouldn't tell you that if you weren't. I got nothing to gain from it. I got nothing to gain from telling you that you're the shit. It's what do I, whatever. I tell people to unsubscribe. I tell you to go away if you don't want to be here. I say it. Other readers would never say that. They can't risk that ad revenue. Oh my God, no, I would never do that. I would never. No, get the fuck out of here if you don't want to be here. I got nothing to gain. All right? And I do it all the time on Twitter too. I block people. They'll follow me, and I'll read their energy, and I'll just fucking block them like that. I do it. There's like 600-700 people I've blocked just because, nope, motherfucker, you're not coming in here. Why? Because I'm a real deal energy reader, and I know. Occasionally one slips through that I didn't catch that followed me at like 2 in the morning while I was asleep. But for the most part, I got nothing to gain. You are the shit. If you're here, especially if you're one of my regulars, you're one of the people I talk to out on Twitter, all of that. If you've been here a while, you know me. Come on. I ain't gonna bullshit you. You're the shit. So start believing it so that damn Minor Arcana turns into a Major Arcana. Right? Come on. Get you some Summer's Eve. Why can't you have Techron? Why you gotta use the no-name douche? Right here, the 4 of Wands after the cut. After that Minor Arcana Empress, right? 4 of Wands. It's a happy new beginning coming for you. It's got nothing to do with your twin flame deep soul connection. Ain't got a damn thing. I'm flying outside that cycle. I have to be. All right. Now that part of the reading applies to all of you watching. That's my Divine Feminines. Now the rest of it, when I pull a reading, this may or may not resonate with you. I'm not pulling on a cycle. You're not in it. In the soulmate cycle, you all got things in common. You're pretty much dealing with the same turkey. But here, you're all dealing with different turkeys and situations. But I don't know if I need to split the energy or not. Let's find out. Give me a reading, universe. What's going on? Love energies here. Top of December. Bottom of November. From my Divine Feminines. What's going on here? What's going on? All right. Oh, yeah. The big Lightseer deck. All right. I'm going to split the energies right off here. High Priestess. Wow. Wow. That's the second most of you here. The first most of you here is going to be the middle. The most of you here. Okay. Okay. And what's the least of you here? Oh, 3 of Swords. Okay. As soon as that card hit the table, I got Pat Benatar's Heartbreaker in my head. You remember Pat Benatar? She's a tiny little thing. I met her once. She's adorable. She's like 5 feet tall. You wouldn't even know it. I always thought Pat Benatar was like a giant, you know? But she had that big voice. Now she's a tiny little thing. She's adorable. Anyway, 3 of Swords. As soon as that hit, I heard Pat Benatar singing, "You're a heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, don't you mess around with me," right? You gotta listen to that song. That's gonna be the least number of you. It's gonna be the least number of you, but I'm gonna tell you what. It's kind of, there's always one, when I split the energies, there's always one asshole. This here is gonna be the person that you might come across who's gonna try, you know, heartbreaker, love taker, don't you mess around with me. I'm gonna make sure they don't mess around with you. I'm gonna tell you something about them, all right? So that's that. It's the least number of you. I recommend you watch, I'll tell you what these are in a minute. I recommend you watch all 3 because there's no time in the energy. And you might be sitting around one day 5 years from now and going, God, what, I wish, oh shit, what did Steve say about that second card? I wasn't paying attention because it wasn't me. Okay, so this is pretty much going to represent everybody watching. I like splitting the energy on these. I'm glad the universe, my intuition anyway, told me to do it. Okay, so love, we got Pat Benatar over here. She's lovely, but this ain't. High Priestess, this is somebody's higher self trying to drive them. This is somebody who's very enlightened. This is somebody who's found their full empress. But it's also somebody that you've got an empathic connection with, okay? You have an empathic connection. Is there somebody at work or something, or somebody that you know? It's not your soulmate. It's not your twin flame deep soul. It's somebody that you actually, you like complete each other's sentences. You know what they're thinking. They might be a friend. I don't know. I hope to fuck they're not a cousin. But they might be, you know, they might be a friend or something like that. Or you just always seem to, like, you think about the person and then they show up kind of thing. It's like that. We'll find out more when we clarify. This right here is the majority of you. This is somebody, and this comes up in every fucking stEE-Harmony reading. This is somebody you're going to fucking reject. Resting bitch face, reject, because they're not what you're looking for. You're one of those people who's got the wrong checklist. You got the checklist of everything you want rather than the checklist of everything you don't want, like I suggest. Okay? And the checklist of everything you want is useless. Because if you see someone you like, you're just going to like them. You're going to need to change your underpants. Straight off. Boom. Done. Another pair ruined. That's what you'll say right out loud in the restaurant. Another pair ruined. All right, there you go. Either way, you need to put a checklist of what you don't like. That way, you go through that. You play devil's advocate with somebody. That way you can remain neutral. You can be, oh, well, I like them, but let people show you who they are before you reject them, okay? It's this kind of thing. But this is somebody you might be inclined to reject. Might be good, might not be good. I don't know. This is holding back. Whole lot of self taken care of here, a lot of you. I saw it with the sun. I felt it in there. I felt it. I felt the small block Chevy 400, 12,000 fucking vibrators going off at once. Okay, let's clarify. Let me grab the little animal deck. Here we go. Little animals. All right, let's start with the High Priestess here. All right, this is somebody you have around you or you will meet. Okay, they're either around you now or you will meet. It could go either way. If they are around you, I would say for most of you, you will meet. And it's somebody, you'll meet them and you'll like almost be able to read their mind. There's a connection here. They're actually connected to you now, and they have been for a while. It's not necessarily a soulmate. It's just somebody on your wavelength, as we like to say. You know, sometimes we just connect with people. It doesn't always have to be a soul connection from past lives and all that. It could be a new soul connection that's forming in this life with someone. So in later lives from now, they may turn into a deep soul connection one day where it's, you know, you got dozens of past lives. We form soul connections in the life we're in now. We're always forming new ones. So it's something along those lines. I read it as fresh and new, right? Like the Love Boat theme, exciting and new. But anyway, you'll feel like you can complete each other's sense. Okay? You might already know this person, some of you. But either way, some of this could be future energy because there's no time in the energy. Tell me about this High Priestess energy here. Tell me about this. What's this shit? What's this about? All right, let's see if we can get some of these people off vibrator and off spank bank. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, ooh. 2 cards of secret back to back. Oh my God. 2 cards of secret back to back with a 6 of cups and a 2 of cups. Motherfucker, this is the brown dwarf. This could be, it's powerful. I don't know that it's the brown. It is a forming soul connection. It's a new soul connection. I don't think it's the brown dwarf. I'm just saying that. This is not a deep soul connection. I don't feel it that way in the energy. If you want to believe it's the brown dwarf, you can. The brown dwarf meaning another deep soul connection that's in conjunction with your current soulmate cycle, twin flame deep soul connection. I think this is a new soulmate connection that you're about to form. I think it's very new. It's very interesting because the moon is about secrets and this is about secrets. It's 2 cards of secrets on top of each other. Hey, I need to know more about this. Well, this also may be somebody you're inclined to reject. Okay? It might be somebody you're inclined to reject, the 4 of cups, because, well, I'm not looking for anything right now. I'm taking care of me. Okay, well, while you're busy with your vibrator, you might just pass up some serious shit here. Okay? Or if you're a dude, I know some dudes are watching, while you're busy dirtying a sock or some napkins, you might pass up some shit here. Okay? Right here, and the minute you reject it, the second you reject it, snap, that fast. Boom. Instant burden. 10 wands. You're going to know you made a mistake the second the words, "get the fuck out of my face," come out of your mouth. You're going to know you made a mistake. And because this is a soulmate connection trying to form. It really is. You have to take my word for it. The cards would indicate brown dwarf. The cards would indicate deep soul connection. 2 of cups, 6 of cups, always. Somebody, the moon would indicate that too, hidden in the shadows. I get it, but it's not. It's not that energy. It doesn't have that taste to it. It doesn't have that flavor to it. So be careful who you meet lately. I think this might be someone that either you know them and you would never suspect that this is the case, like it's someone you completely ignore at work. You never even talk to them, and then the first time you talk to them, you just have a link with them. Okay? All right? I'm just the messenger. If you want to believe it's the brown dwarf, you can. It doesn't matter what it is. It's beautiful. Okay? It's absolutely beautiful. Okay. 4 of Pentacles. Why is it here? I think these 2 are tied somehow. I think these 2 are tied because the 4 of Pentacles was underneath the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I think these 2 are tied. I think this is a continued message. I do. I think we're going to find out more. So this is you holding back from this person. Might be somebody you... It's a soulmate connection trying to form. It's a soul connection trying to form. We form them all the time. You can form soul connections in this life. You do. You cross paths with people in this life who you knew from past lives. Well, if you don't know anybody in this life, all the people you know in this life, you'll cross paths with in another life, and they'll take another form, and you'll have technically a soul connection with them. But this is very deep. This is something where you're very close in frequency. It's very nice. I like it. I like it. I know people like this. I have friends like this. It's very nice. Why is the 4 of Pentacles here? Wow. It's life-changing. This is life-changing, and you might miss it. Because you want to hold on to something. Hold on to what you got. Probably hold on to your deep soul twin flame connection for all I fucking know. I don't know. Queen of Wands. I need the next card. And the Tower. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Jesus. They're kind of tied, kind of not tied. let's look at this as a separate issue. It can apply if you wanted to take some of this information and apply it over here and vice versa, you can. Let's just take this separate, because you're watching all three, because any one of the three could happen to you in the future. So keep that in mind. This is someone who is absolutely, this comes up in every fucking stEE-Harmony reading, because I know a lot of you are pining and worried about whatever, or I don't know, you got the wrong list. This is life-changing. You might blow it off. You might pass this person off as somebody, with the Queen of Wands here, you might pass this person off as somebody similar to your Burger King. Somebody who is, you know, nothing like, who is like them, who's pretending down on the outside to whatever. This is a person who's actually being honest with you, and this is you letting past situations bleed into current situations. In other words, your fear of getting BK'd again, eating another Whopper, is causing a tower moment for you. It's causing you to go off, Toons is the driving cat, your own damn self, off the road and land in a tower. Okay? You become Toons is the driving cat here if you're not careful. It is tied to this energy a little bit, I have to be honest, but we can read it as separate if you want to. We can look at it either way. It is a very, very life-changing connection. I believe these are tied because the Four of Pentacles was underneath the Ten of Wands that I showed you, where the second you reject this, you feel the burden. And underneath that was the Four of Pentacles, the universe pointing me to this, because this is the Four of Pentacles. And I see it. I see the life-changing. I see how you might not dig this person. This Queen of Wands often comes up for your twin flame deep soul. This is you letting the past dictate the future. Be careful about that, okay? Be very careful. It's okay if you got a resting bitch face, but don't carry it out into the public with you, all right? Make sure if somebody talks to you, you turn that resting bitch face off and smile. You never know. Don't cast people away until you know what you're casting away. Otherwise, you turn into your Burger King. You turn into your divine masculine. You then become the very thing that hurt you. The very thing that they are. It's a warning. Be careful. But this is very important. This is coming in your near future. Okay? This is, you're going to know when it does. And you might be inclined to reject it. It might not be who you're looking for. Oh, I don't like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's not really my type. It's not really. You get over type. Okay? Get over type. Just give everybody a chance. You never know. You never really know. Now, I grabbed the little Lightseer deck here. I don't know. I'm going to pull on the Three of Swords person here. Now, this is for the least amount of people. This is the most of you. This is second most. But these are tied, so it's kind of a tie for first sort of a thing. This is first place loser right here. This is the three of, the least of you. It's the Three of Swords. It's Kurt Cobain in pain. And I think it's somebody, I think it's like a, you get it could be like with parties coming up. Just be careful of anybody who gives you a sob story. Okay? It's somebody who might want to play on your pain. All right? Let's see here. God damn it. Let's shuffle the deck here. Why is the Three of Swords here? Whenever I make that sound, whenever I go, oh, jeez, you know, that kind of thing, it's like so much in the energy I want to tell you, but I know I need to keep my mouth shut and just let the cards back me up first. It's important that I do that, because I could say something inadvertently that might get you into trouble if it doesn't. I'm just going to let the universe do the talking here. There's a lot of energy around that Kurt Cobain card right there, that Three of Swords. A lot of energy. Why is it here? Why is it here? Yeah, I see it. Yep. Wow, this is crazy. Okay. 7 of Wands, 2 of Wands, and 3 of Wands. These three cards together add up to 8 swords. I believe it. These three cards together are kind of funny. It's someone who you meet who, how do I phrase this? You know how sometimes you meet somebody and you have a shared experience Oh, you were beat up by your English teacher too. So was I. I was beat up by my English teacher, right? And it gets kind of going. You know, I'm trying to be funny here, but you know what I mean, right? You two are going to have some sort of shared sad experience. Okay, shared broken heart experience. Maybe you're both divorced, for example, or maybe you're both, you know, got cheated on, for example. Anything, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna make it seem like this is the whole world. This is the 3-2-1 contact. It's everything. It's Zen. It's standing up and doing what's right. It kind of a thing. The Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is very victorious card. It's somebody with the high ground. You know, this person's going to seem great. 2 Wands. You could have a whole new life with this person. You might even get to a point where you're almost, after just a few hours of talking about them, looking out at new horizons. You maybe, oh, tomorrow we could get together and go look at houses. Okay, yeah. And then after your booze and weed and whatever else you took runs out at that party, it's 8 swords. It's 8 swords. That's what it adds up to. I'm going to pull a couple cards here from the little animal deck. I'm curious. Throw some cards over the top here, universe. What is this? Why is this? Why am I getting bad energy off of something that could be a beautiful thing? You know, it could be nice. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Tell me about this 3 of Swords person. Because you're making plans. You're already having babies and shit. You're like, I'm good. I'll get my suit on. We'll go out tomorrow and go surfing. You know, well, whatever. I mean, it's zero. When I see the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands together, it's like 3-2-1 contact, right? Let's see here. Let's see what we got. This one is probably someone who ticks all the boxes and the things you like, right? Oh yeah. Okay. Well, let's find out. I'm going in neutral. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, you know, maybe it's somebody good. I don't know. Just because the Kurt Cobain is there, I don't know. Maybe it's somebody good. Tell me about this person. Maybe it's somebody good. Yeah, maybe it is, and maybe it isn't. I don't know. It's 3 swords on top of that. A Hierophant reversed. A Hanged Man. And from the bottom of the deck, the Burger King. Well, I didn't get a devil on the plus side, but I actually did. I actually did get a devil. What I didn't get was an angel. I got the Hierophant reversed. The Hierophant reversed is a false prophet. The Hierophant reversed is devil energy. It's the Pope gone wrong, right? It's, you know, the Pope's gone rogue. He's driving around in an old Chevelle with a cigar, and he's throwing it out the window during fire season. The Pope's gone rogue. It's 3 swords waiting to happen here. It's 3 swords waiting to happen. It's it will technically give you a new perspective on the Burger King. I don't understand I understand that, but these cards wanted to come out from the bottom area. I don't understand the Burger King and the Hanged Man, so I need to understand that. I get the energy. It gives you a new perspective on the Burger King. I think the universe is trying to say that you should, in this case, you should become the Burger King. I'll pull a couple more cards on this good stuff after. I just want to do this because there's always whenever I split the energy, there's always something in here. The universe is very protective of you divine feminines. I noticed that, especially a few of you in particular. And it doesn't want you to get hurt again because it spent a lot of time. It spent a lot of energy, I should say. No such thing as time to the universe, but it spent a lot of its energy getting you better. And this, anytime something comes along, some false prophet that's going to make you worse, the universe gives it to me in one of these readings. It's like, no, you got to tell them this. You got to say this. Okay, all right, I'm saying it. Hold on. Tell me more about what the hell you talking about here. What is this? Okay, 5 cups. And just, oh, okay, justice upright. You know, it does kind of give you a new perspective on the Burger King when if you know about this in advance when this happens. Basically, the universe is saying, don't be shit stupid and fall for this shit. Okay? It's not a spiritual connection. It's just somebody trying to get in your pants. And they find one of the most common ways, guys in particular do that, but girls do it too. It doesn't matter. There's no gender here. But I'm a guy, so I'm going to speak as a guy. And I know about 96% of you now are girls here. Guys do it all the time. We try to find a common ground. It's the common ground pitch. And that's what this is. This is the common ground pitch. You might be even sad at like you're at an event or you're at a party or you're at work. You seem sad. It's that play. It's that, oh, I'm sad about the same thing. Yeah, I got beat up by my English teacher too. It don't even matter how crazy the thing is you're sad. It happened to them. Okay? And it don't even, you're attacked by a turtle on the way to school when you were 5. Me too. Yeah, what kind of turtle was yours? Oh, mine too. Mine was a painted turtle too. You know, it's like that. And you'll see it. It's like a mentalist. They'll prompt you for the answers. You'll answer their question for them, and then they just parrot it back to you as the yeah, me too kind of a thing. It's that. I just think it gives you a new perspective on everything. I think with the Justice card, it just, you know, it's just a warning. It's just be careful. You know, this person. This is almost the universe using its sense of humor. This situation makes the Burger King, your twin flame deep soul connection, seem like happiness. Okay? Be careful about sharing too much about your loss with this here. I think that's what it's probably not that you got attacked by a turtle when you were 5 on the way to school. It's probably more you're going to share with this person about your loss of your twin flame connection, maybe after a few too many brewskis, and they're going to take advantage of that. All right, so just be cool with that. That's all that is. It's a warning. It's the least number of you, but it'll happen, and it could happen to some of you in the future, so pay the fuck attention. You know, don't fall for that shit. Don't fall for the old game of, yeah, me too. Whether you're a guy or a girl. I mean, but if you're a guy, you probably don't care. If somebody wants to bang you, fuck it. We go for it. I've got the big lights here again. I'm just going to pull a couple of cards here. I think these are, as I feel the energy more, they're resonating more as together. I'm just going to give you a couple more cards on this. I'm not going to spend too much time on this here. It's, you know, not my place to play Big Brother and tell you what to do and what not to do, but the universe wanted to give you that message, so I gave it to you. You do what you want, bang who you want, but, you know, don't blame me in the morning if you fell for some bullshit, because that's a false prophet and it's going to end in 3 swords. I got double 3 swords there. Oh, let's see here. But, you know, if it beats the vibrator for a night, knock yourself out. Let's see what we got. Tell me more about this. What is this connection, universe? What is this? Is it this? Tell me more about it. Am I right? Is it a newly forming soul connection? 'Cause that's what it looks like to me. I've seen them before. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. And we're always inclined to dismiss them. Every powerful soul connection has a runner effect, a runner-chaser effect. Okay? Except this time, in this case, you're the one who's inclined to be the runner. It's a flip. So be careful. It's, you know, and you're doing that because of past pain, because of what the Burger King did to you. Don't turn into your Burger King after all this. Don't go down that road. Don't do it. Yeah, oh my God, yeah. I see the bottom of the deck. I'll show it to you afterward. Yeah, Sarah Gilbert. Yeah, okay. 8 of Cups. Universe is emphatic here. And the 9 of Cups. You are tempted to walk away from this. She walking toward the 9 of Cups. Make no bones. It's 9 Cups. Whatever this is, it's life-changing. It is life-changing for you. It's almost, you basically manifested this in. It's funny. I was going to say earlier that it was like the brown dwarf where you manifested it in, but I'm not sure you did. I'm not sure you manifested this in or if you daydreamed it in. There's a difference. It's not quite the same thing. When you manifest, you put a request out to the universe, you let it go. You create a vacuum, the universe fills the vacuum. When you daydream, you create worlds. You create kind of you're technically leaving. It's like calling somebody and saying, okay, goodbye, and instead of hanging up the phone, you just leave it on the counter, and the person on the other side doesn't hang up, and they can hear everything that's going on in your house all day. It's like that. It's like manifesting like that, where the universe is just listening in to what's going on because you never hung up the phone. And that's what happens when you daydream. I did the same thing when I was a kid. I daydreamed my entire life. I didn't know what I was doing. I was little, but I daydreamed myself into a guitar player. I daydreamed myself into California. I daydreamed myself. It just all happened. I didn't really even have to work that hard for it. It just all showed up and just manifested in front of me. Poof, poof, poof. And later I learned that's because the entire 3D is a fucking illusion. But aside from that, I think this was daydreamed in. That's why I was laughing and I said, I'll show you the bottom. I think that's what this is. I don't think this is the brown dwarf or anything like that. I think you built yourself a Franken-soulmate. I think that's what you did. You dreamt yourself up a Franken-soulmate. What's a like Frankenstein? He's built of different parts. When you daydream, and I see it here with the Six of Cups, and I don't always see this with the Six of Cups. I'm just going to be honest with you and give you my energy read, okay? I'm going to explain something to you. The energy of this, yeah, with the Two of Cups, it's deep soul, twin flame connection, blah, blah, blah. But that's not what's going on here when I get these two secret energies on top of it. What I see, what I feel off of this Six of Cups is when you dream, and I got proof of it right here, which is why I pulled some more cards. When you daydream and you leave that phone on the counter and the universe listens in, it's like manifest run kind of a thing. Just leave it running. Leave the engine running outside. The universe can pull from past lives. It can build your soulmate and find different things from various past lives because there is no time in the energy. The universe can go back and find things and do all sorts of stuff, and it's amazing. It's almost, it is a Franken soulmate. It is someone who has been pulled together from various pieces, parts of what the universe overheard of your daydreams. So this will apply to you, and I don't mean you sat down and you're, oh, well, I don't dream, Steve. Okay, I don't mean you sat down and spend your entire day daydreaming, but we all do. We all think about various things and daydream a little bit about things, and you see someone's picture and you kind of think about it for a little while. Oh, what might happen, what might happen. It all pieces together to the universe. That's how the universe pulls from dreams. It's a different kind of manifesting when you daydream than it is straight up manifesting. It's a different technique. It's actually very powerful. But you actually have to be careful because you don't have any control over it. So it's very dangerous as well, because you could daydream yourself right into a dark alley someday, you know. That's why you got to be careful. Like energy attracts like energy. You got to be careful what kind of dark fantasies you have, right? You spend too much time in those. It's fine to have them. We all have some kind of darkness within us. But if you spend too much time in those dark fantasies, you'll bring them into reality. You'll actually walk out one day and it'll actually happen. And some of those you may not want to have happen. That's my point. This was daydreamed in. So be careful. The universe is very clear. Sarah Gilbert's here. We all know from the quickies what happened when Sarah Gilbert showed up. We all know what happened to the dick chakra, didn't we? Yeah, gone. That's it. You are walking toward your Nine of Cups. But the universe with Sarah Gilbert here, because I got the Nine of Cups here at the end, but the universe, make no confusion, it is the Nine of Cups, but the universe with Sarah Gilbert here is saying you might just walk away from it and not walk toward the Nine of Cups. But the moment you do, and I firmly believe this, especially with this here, it's going to create confusion. So don't blow anybody off. Give people a chance to fail. Give people a chance to show you who they are, even if it's just for 5 minutes. See what you feel about a person. Don't think about a person. Feel a person when you meet a new person. Okay? Don't think about them. Feel them. Let them talk and feel. See what you feel off of them. Everybody can read energy. I've got a mailbag on that. You all can read at least 3 channels of energy. And in that, you'll be able to pick up on this. Just in those 3 channels that you all can read, you'll be able to pick up on it. But something about this person is going to remind you of your deep soul twin flame connection, because I see it here with the Queen of Wands. And it's going to cause you to want to run, cause you to want to reject them. The problem with what it is that's going to remind you of that is what you feel in your soul for them, the soul recognition. Right? The High Priestess here with the moon, the 2 cards of secrets, the 2 very powerful, mysterious cards together, 2 major arcanas from 2 separate decks laying on top of each other. Yeah, that. Of course, it's going to remind you of the Burger King. It absolutely is. Much the way this is going to remind you of the Burger King a little bit. Except in this case, you know, they're going to use the Burger King against you. But leaving this aside, this is a more important situation because this is for more of you. All right? So yeah, they are going to remind you of that. Don't be cynical. Don't let the Burger King make you cynical. It's one thing, you can end up the Empress. You can end up in your full Empress energy, but be a cynical Empress. And that's going to be a problem. That's going to land you in resting bitch face mode. That's not going to attract anything good. You're going to cast things away. You're going to turn into the very thing that hurt you that you're trying to protect yourself from. So be careful about that. On this side here, okay, so that, take it for what it's worth. I know what I'm feeling here, and I know you daydreamed this a Franken soulmate in. It really is. It really. I'm gonna call it a jalopy soulmate because I actually prefer that. It's a term I coined of my own. A jalopy is a car that you piece together with pieces parts, right? You know, like on Grease. Grease Lightning was a jalopy. You know, it was just pieced together from junkyard parts and all of that kind of thing. This is a jalopy soulmate. You built it at the soulmate junkyard of your mind, you know, with your little daydream spurts here and there and things you want, things you put out and all of that. With this over here, this is just don't fall for someone's bullshit, you know. Or that mentalist bullshit where they ask you questions and then it seems like they guessed your name when they really didn't, you know, that kind of thing. It just, don't fall for that. It just ends. It's a false prophet here. Just learn to smell this and you'll be just fine. But hey, like I said, if you want to bang it, knock yourself out. It's somebody who's going to have everything in common with you. Amazing, they were attacked by a turtle on the way home from school when they were 5'2". And it was a painted turtle. What are the odds of that? It is so wonderful to meet you. Yeah. Hey, maybe tomorrow we can go look at houses. Oh, that'd be great. I love houses. Do you? Yeah, I always wanted a greenhouse. I always wanted a greenhouse too. Oh my God. That's amazing. Meant to be together. Asshole. Okay? It's a game. Careful. Alright, that's your reading. I hope this is beautiful. Keep daydreaming. Always daydream. Never stop daydreaming. Just make sure it's, you know, most of the time daydream things you want and you'll get them. My whole life is my daydreams as a kid manifested. I didn't even know I was doing it. I manifested myself when I was little. Before I even played guitar, I wanted to play guitar like Eddie Van Halen. I did. I loved it. I loved Jimmy Page, Eddie Van Halen. I wanted all that. I did. I ended up doing it. I ended up playing just like them. And a lot of people say, well, you worked hard at it. It wasn't the dreams. You practiced and you whatever. I didn't. I didn't practice much at all. I never did. It just happened. You know, my father, if he was still alive, he'd tell you. He tells a story the first time they handed me a guitar, an electric guitar, the first one I ever played. My father tells all his friends, he said, it was magic. It was like nothing I've ever seen. I had no idea. The kid never had a lesson. I had no idea. It was like that. I manifested. I dreamed jalopied my way through dreams right into it. And I've told you the story before, the psychology experiment of free throws. They got people of equally suck level, and half of them practice every day out on the court, and the other half just go home and dream about practicing. And then they bring them back to the court, and the people who just dreamt about practicing were just as good as the people who practiced every day at the court in the 3D. It's very powerful energy. It's because what they don't realize, and what science doesn't like to write about, is it's because our entire 3D is just an illusion. It's all nonsense. Any energy reader knows that. We all know it. It's an illusion. You can manipulate it like crazy. And the 5D can manipulate it very easily. So if you tap into the 5D to manipulate the 3D, you become all powerful. Powerful. You get anything you want. I can't even talk. Maybe I can manifest some speech. But anyway, you get my point. You daydreamed this in. All right? I daydreamed everything in my life. California, where I am now, what I do, everything. All of it. All of it was my daydreams as a kid. Every fucking bit of it. It's amazing how it happened. And I didn't really realize most of that until much later when I learned about all this stuff and did some more studying. All right? So, that's your... And you're now learning about it too. You didn't even know you did this. How about that? That's your reading. I hope the reading was helpful to you. If I helped one person today, I've done my job. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. It doesn't matter. Hopefully this reading is helpful to you. All right. Good luck, everyone, all my singles. And for now, you know, fire up those vibrators. Knock yourself out. I can see you're doing it anyway. It's in the energy.